What is your mindset when investing in real estate? What is a real estate investor mindset? What things have you learned? What things do you want to learn? We want to share the real estate experience of investing for 20 years. The things to do, the things not to do. All of that and more in the Homebuyer Town Hall, Florida. Welcome to the Homebuyer Town Hall, Florida. My name is Adriana Montes, broker owner and real estate investor for Florida Dreams Realty and Capital Group. I'm here with a esteemed guest, Tati Stevanato. She's also a real estate investor of many years, and she's going to be sharing with us her real estate experience and all of the tips, lessons that she has learned through her career in real estate investing. Welcome to the show, Tatiana.
Thank you, Adriana. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being into the show. Thank you so much for taking this opportunity to share all of your experience, your lessons with the audience. So let's get started with your story. I want to hear a little bit more about you, how you came to this country. I know you're an immigrant. We love immigrants here. I'm an immigrant as well from Colombia. I know you from Brazil. So tell us your fascinating story to coming to America.
I came to America only 1.5 years ago, but I've been here investing in America since 2013. When I first bought my first house here, residential property here. But I've been investing in real estate since 2006. I pretty much started investing in real estate in Panama, Central America, where I was living. And my first property, I was an apartment, and I bought it in pre-construction. I always bought pre-construction, and then everything started in 2006. Here in America, I've been here physically just 1.5 years. And now I'm expanding the way I invest, but I still invest a lot in residential properties.
That's great, Tatiana. Thank you for sharing your story about coming to America and investing in Panama, in Brazil, and United States. That's so amazing. I love this country because, like we say, the land of the free, the home of the brave. This is the place of opportunities. This is the melting pot where you come and you work really hard. You can make your dreams come true. The American dream. I'm a big believer, and I'm an example, epitome of the American dream, as you are as well. So, pre-construction is been great in many countries and in the United States as well. Buying pre-construction, and then once the property is built, you can even sell right away, or you can keep it for income. You know, if you're renting it out, or you can sell it for the appreciation. So, Tatiana, I had the pleasure of knowing you, and I know that you are an entrepreneur and you have different businesses and sources of income. So, tell us a little bit more about your entrepreneur life, the businesses that you have, and how does real estate fit into that?
Okay. Yeah, my main business has to do with the beauty industry. I started this business in 2008. I'm so sorry. And I do have this business still. Basically, I manufacture hair products and I sell it in Panama, in Central America. My products I manufacture in Brazil, and then I sell it in Central America mostly. When I started making money with my main business, I was like, what am I gonna do with this money? And how am I gonna reinvest, besides reinvesting my business, in my manufacturer, etc.? I was like, what am I gonna do with this money? How can I invest? How can I have another income? And then I always like real estate because real estate is something that I can touch. I'm very, let's say I'm traditional in investment because Stock market, cryptos, all that stuff is not something that I really pay attention to because I see it too risky. So real estate for me was the thing, was the way I thought I could make more money. I could be richer. That was my main thought regarding real estate.
Wow, Tati, that's amazing for our listeners, for our viewers to see, because all of us that have other jobs, other sources of income, that you work for a corporate company, you have your own business. It is so important to understand that real estate is another source of income. Real estate is how you build wealth long term. So it is important to start doing that part time. Like you started doing that part time and figuring out that what am I doing with this money that I'm making? What am I doing with this money that I'm saving? Yeah, you can do the stock market, but real estate is another way of creating wealth. Most of billionaires in the United States have become billionaires by creating wealth through real estate, and to real estate investing. Real estate creates generational wealth, which is so amazing. So I'm so proud of you for recognizing that. And that's a great example for all of our listeners and viewers to know that you can start with one property, you can start with one vacation home, an investment property, your own home. If you don't own a home, you should start with your own home. So at least you don't pay that much taxes. You can do deduction of interest, expense. So that is great. And then, so in that sense, what option do you prefer? Residential, commercial, and why?
When I first started, I thought about residential as my main investment focus, because I believed that everybody, it's a bigger niche, because everybody needs to live in some place. Everybody needs a home. Everybody needs a house. And not everybody has a business. Not everybody is going to need a commercial property. So I try to focus on residential because I see it as a bigger niche. Mostly that was the reason. It doesn't mean that I don't, that I haven't bought any commercial property, because I have. But my focus was on residential.
Wow. Yeah, I love that. I love how you said that everybody needs a place to live, because that's basically true, right? And we all learned through COVID that, how the house is so important. Now after COVID, we work from our home, we go to school from our home. We don't only live in our home, but our home has become a center for anything that we want to do. I mean, my office now is virtual, and a lot of businesses have gone virtual. So a home is so important for everybody. So when you look for homes, what is it that you're looking for when you're looking for a real estate investment? What are you looking for?
I look for potential areas that is going to be developed, and then I can have appreciation on my investment. What does that mean? It means that if I know that one area is already on the top and it's already expensive, I'll probably won't buy that location. I will look for some place that is going to be developed, some place that I have potential to make much more money.
That comes to mind what is right now happening, right? That a lot of people, a lot of investors, savvy investors, are focusing on tertiary markets, right? We have our main markets, which is Miami, which is Orlando, Tampa, main cities. But cities outside of those markets is what's called tertiary markets, which is where you can see a lot of growth coming up. It is more of like you said, a long-term game. It's something more of like, I'm going to buy here, understand there's going to be development here, but if I play this game long-term, 5-10 years, it's going to be great. Rather than going into a big city and competing, paying high prices, the appreciation is going to be less. So I love that approach that you have. I think that's very what's happening right now, because all these cities have been developed, but there is still more value in tertiary markets. So we have been talking to Tatiana Stevanato. She's a great example of what you can do as an immigrant in this country. She's also a great example of what you can do as a woman entrepreneur in this country. She's a great example of what you can do diversifying your investments into having your own job, but also diversifying into real estate little by little, and then eventually having that sort of income that is going to give you financial freedom long term. Thank you so much for all this information. We're looking forward to coming back with more and more tips about what to do or not do in real estate. And for now, we're going to take a commercial break. We will be right back.
The Power Is Now magazines are the leading resource for real estate agents, mortgage bankers, entrepreneurs, and small home ownership businesses, providing leaders with business strategy information, resources, and tools through PIN, Real Estate, Programming Guide magazines. Stay up to the minute with real estate news and information from industry experts. Subscription is free. Sign up today. thepowerisnow.com. thepowerisnow.com.
Welcome back. My name is Adriana Montes, host for the Real Estate Roundtable Florida. I'm also a broker owner of Florida Dreams Realty and an investor of Florida Dreams Capital. I am walking the talk of real estate investing. I'm over here in Orlando. This is a very improvised show, which is amazing. It's what you can do nowadays with technology. We're over here in downtown Orlando on a coffee shop, and my dog is here. He's in the heat, sacrificing for his mom. And Tatiana is actually on the other side over here. Say hi, Tatiana. She's over there recording from another table. So make no excuses. You can do all of your videos improv in a coffee shop. And look what's holding my phone, just a cup. So you don't need the best tools. You just need to go ahead and just do it, like Nike says. So really happy about this show. We have been getting so much information and tips from Tatiana. And right now, I kind of want to go into what are the lessons that you have learned as a real estate investor? What are the things that you will advise somebody that wants to buy their first home or even an investment home, or somebody that is just maybe thinking, maybe this is not for me? What are the tips that you will give them about real estate investing?
My best advice for anyone that is starting as an investor in real estate is that you have to have clarity. And that means you cannot or you should not start buying just because. You have to establish your short and long terms. When I first started it, I wanted to use real estate to build wealth and also to build a passive income. So I started buying residential properties, and then I started renting them. So I had it saved there. I had this income month by month because my long term was to have this passive income. Things happened, and I always focus on residential, and then I started buying to sell. And then my goal was to buy in areas, as I told before, that I saw potential to grow, and then to sell it in 2 years. So here I had two plans. One, to set up my passive income, and another one to give the most profit I could have from the investment that I was doing. So I had two plans. I was very clear on what I was doing and why I was doing that. So don't buy with emotion, and don't be attached to the properties that you invest. You are investing money to make more money. So you don't have to be emotional attached to any property that you invest. And I guess at some point at the beginning, I was. And maybe I left some money on the table because I know, but I don't want to sell this. I don't want to sell that. No, because this house was the first one that I bought, and there was, I don't know, any reason that is not reasonable. It's just emotional. So be clear, have your strategy, and don't get attached to emotional attached to your properties. That's an investment, not something that you're going to hold forever.
Wow, Tatiana, that's amazing. That you said about having clarity and about planning and sticking to your plan. I mean, that works in all careers, right? That works in our personal life, in real estate, and even in dieting, in exercising. Like having clarity about like I wanna buy my first home, then I wanna buy a vacation home, then wanna buy an investment property, and then plan like, okay, if I'm gonna buy this home, I'm gonna own my own home for 2 years, and then I'm gonna sell it, buy another one for 2 years because I can get really good financing on that. And then having sticking to the plan, sticking to the plan, like you said, not get emotionally attached. Like after the 2 years, I'm gonna move to the next home. So I really, really love what you said. Like have your goals written and stick to them. That's why it's so important to like have clarity, have right, goals. And usually what I like to do is I like to start with like a 10-year plan and then walk down that from there. So we start from a 10-year plan. If I want to be in this place in 10 years, if I want to have this wealth in 10 years, what do I have to do by year 5? And then what do I have to do every year before that? Year 4, 3, 2, 1, and then what do I have to do quarterly, and then what do I have to be doing monthly. So having the plan, having clarity is so important for real estate investing, and you've done that very well. Congratulations on that. So Tati, go ahead and share with us what are your plans for 2023? How many properties have you acquired? What is your goal for all the properties that you're acquiring, residential, commercial? Have you achieved your goals so far? What are you seeing with the interest rate? How are you fixing your plan based on the market that has been changing right now? Anything that you want to share with us about where you are right now, where you have gotten, and where you want to be?
Okay. First of all, I want to sell some properties that I have back in Panama. Because I want to invest more money in United States. One of the reasons. For this year, I want to do at least 100 transactions. I don't see like how many doors I would like to have because I can buy lots. Now my investment is a little different, so I can buy lots or even commercial properties right now. But I want to do 100 transactions this year. For me, it's a good number. In this year, we are supposed, we as investors, we're going to have a lot of opportunities, and I don't want to lose any of them. And another thing that is very important is it's not only about number of transactions, but also how profitable your transaction is. Last year, I made one transaction that made me $1 million. So I want to leave it clear, because this year I want to do 100 transactions, but it doesn't mean that if you do 10 or 12 or even one, because I made one transaction and it was $1 million. So I have my goals because I'm open myself to a new market. So I gotta do numbers to be on track and to see it growing. But as I told you, if you're starting right now, don't take that in consideration, number of transactions, but how profitable they are.
Wow, Tati, that's so great what you're saying, because sometimes we focus on numbers and we focus on a mentality sometimes is based on productive measurement, but at the end of the day, it's how much money remains on the bank and how much money you can actually use and how much profit do you have for any business. So you just brought a sense of curiosity for all of us. So I do want to hear about that transaction that you made $1 million. If you want to share with us.
Okay, basically, that money came from strategy that I had at the very first beginning, that is buying in a potential place, a place that is not developed, a place that it has been or is being developing, and then to explore the most potential of that place. The area where I could make the transaction that I made $1 million were here in Orlando. I bought that property in 2017, and I sold it last year. Basically, I bought for $300,000 and I sold it for $1.3 million. That amazing transaction made me $1 million, and then for this year, I'm going to implement a new strategy. That's why I need the 100 transaction, because this year I want to make money faster. It took me about 2017, 18, 19, 5 to 6 years to make that $1 million, and then I want to make it faster.
Wow, Tatiana, you're the epitome of the American dream. You are a millionaire now, so welcome to the club. All of us that have become millionaires through real estate, that have become financially free in the United States. So exciting and so encouraging to see women. You know, women nowadays, I mean, you have 3 kids, so you have to be a mom, you have to take care of the house, you have to take care of business. We are like powerful. We are like amazing women, Wonder Woman. That's what we are, right? So being a millionaire, being a mom, being an entrepreneur, congratulations to all of us who do that, and an inspiration for other women and for anybody. I also heard that you speak other languages, that you speak Spanish, speak Portuguese, and your last name is Italian, so you must speak Italian. I speak also Spanish. I'm from Colombia. I am learning Portuguese, con Gia. I'm learning a little bit, started 2 weeks ago, and I know a little bit of Italian. Io parlo italiano un po'. So I would like for you to tell us some of these real estate tips in those 3 languages. Are you up for the challenge?
Sí, claro. Para los que van a empezar ahora, tenga su estrategia desde el principio. No hagan compras emocionales. Pensem no real estate como investimento não imediato, mas também meio e longo prazo. Real estate é a possibilidade de você fazer riqueza. É a possibilidade ilimitada de você fazer riqueza.
Well, it's my time to be a translator, although I'm not sure if I'm the perfect person for this because I have this accent. I'm sure you have not noticed the accent. So what Tati told us in Spanish is that you should invest in real estate and you should be very strategic, have a plan, and not become very emotional. And she also told us in Portuguese, from what I understood, I'm still learning Portuguese, bom dia. But what she said is that in real estate, you have to have a plan, and also real estate gives you the opportunity to be financially independent, to be financially free. It is an additional source of income, and you can start doing it just buying your home part-time, and just even buying investment properties, second homes. So real estate, it is great for achieving your dreams. You should make that part of your plan for creating wealth, generational wealth, and for retirement plans, and for taking care of your family. Thank you so much, Tati, for being in this show. I've been delighted that we were able to have this show in 3 different languages, and outside in a coffee shop in the middle of downtown Orlando, with my dog in the heat. And thank you so much for bringing all of this inspiration about women that are in business, and women that are moms, that are wives, and that come from nothing, from Brazil, and still come here and become millionaires and are successful. And more importantly, that you are a true powerhouse when you encourage other women. You know, I feel your energy, that you like to empower other women and you like to share. So that's so important nowadays, that we empower each other and that we keep growing as women, as Latinos, as a community. And that is the main reason for having this show, sharing this information, all of this knowledge about real estate, about empowerment for our communities. So thank you so much, Tati, for being in this show. And thank you, everybody, for watching the Homebuyer Town Hall Florida. And my name is Adriana Montes, and please follow me on my social media, Instagram, TikTok, and also become a subscriber on my YouTube channel. Thank you.